Welcome, AC Visionaries. Thank you so much for coming. We're going to get started in about 5 minutes. So if you want to start to move to the forward and take your seats, that would be lovely. Thank you.
I see you, boy. I see you, boy. Whoa, 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 whoa. See you from afar. Why don't you come and dance with me? 'Cause I've been watching you, hoping that you notice me. The night is young and the stars are bright. Get close, I'll let you lead. Let everyone around you fade away. Get lost up in the beat. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I wanna see you move. I wanna see you move. I wanna see you move. I wanna see you Hold on to my hips, boy. Keep your eyes on me. Don't be shy, we can dance all night. Bring the party to these streets. Hit up all the clubs just because we want everyone to see. You and I are the ones who bring the fun and energy. Whoa, 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 whoa. I wanna see
If
you.
everyone can take their seats, we're about to get started.
I wanna see you. I wanna see you. I wanna see you. Mesmerized, I got you mesmerized, baby. Mesmerized, I got you mesmerized, baby. You and I on this night.
Nobody's at your section.
Hi, my name is Courtney McDonald. I took emergency management at Algonquin College. I found the college experience definitely helped me more in my career. Like, it gave me a lot more real experience in what I was going to be doing rather than just the academics of reading and writing papers. I am proud of how far I've come.
Hi, my name is Haneta. I took the program Human Services Foundations at Algonquin College. I picked the Human Services because I found during my course of my previous profession that I did have a passion for helping people. I would feel very unfulfilled in my life if I don't help people. I am excited that I graduated from Algonquin. I am excited that I got to meet every single professor and everybody who could help me. I am excited that I made the right decision to move to Canada.
Hi there, I'm Matsir, and I'm taking Performing Arts and International Business at Algonquin College. From a young age, I just saw how the troubles in the world, both environmentally and politically, and so I want to head into a direction where I can make a difference, make the world a better place than I found it. I'm hopeful with everything I've learned here that I'll make tomorrow a better place.
Let's get a round of applause for that video. Wow, we're here. Lots of beautiful faces we get to see live and in person. Good afternoon and welcome to AC Vision. Let's give it up for Element FM for the inspired music. Element FM is run by First Peoples Radio, encouraging Indigenous music. Abigail Miigwech, thank you for setting the tone for the afternoon. We're so fortunate to be here today. The last AC Vision was in person in 2019, and we've all been through so much since then. Let's see, worldwide pandemic, provincial lockdowns. For good measure, we'll sprinkle in a convoy protest and a pretty serious spring storm, but we've got through it together. Of course, it was all necessary for the health and safety, for our health and safety, and through these experiences come a more adaptable, resilient AC community that's ready to pivot at a moment's notice. Aww. Boo, sorry. Too soon, I guess, yeah. I definitely won't use that word again. For those of you who have not had the pleasure of meeting, my name is Scott Gonzalez. I'm the Director of Strategy and Planning at the college. I'm relatively new to the Algonquin, so thrilled to be one of your MCs for this afternoon.
Ani Kinawea, Saragon Indishnika, Ottawa Ndunjibab. My name is Saragon. I'm a settler here in Ottawa, party to the Gunshot Williams Treaties. Here at AC, I work as a diversity inclusion specialist, and I'm going to be your co-MC today. I've been at the college for nearly 5 years now, and I'm also thrilled to be here with you all today to recognize the important work we do every day. As guests, Algonquin College acknowledges that today's event is taking place on the traditional, unceded, unsurrendered territory of the Anishinaabe Algonquin people. Algonquin College continues to make truth and reconciliation a priority as we continue to invest in partnerships with the many Indigenous peoples who now call Ottawa home. We're also streaming live today. And with every effort to be inclusive, closed captions are available for employees joining online. And just so you know, we've made sure that everyone here in the audience has access to accessibility tools as well. Well, we're mentioning those people online. A special shout out to all of you joining us from Ottawa, Pembroke, and Perth. Nice to see you all. Thanks for joining us. For those in person, I hope everybody was at the back and got their loot bags filled with snacks. Can someone please save me one? Because I haven't had one yet. It's great local companies, YOW Popcorn, which I love the truffle flavor, my favorite, highly recommend, and Ontario Water. So enjoy.
So what is AC Vision all about? For those new to the college, AC Vision is an annual event held before AC Day 1 as a chance to connect and really focus in on what the college's priorities are for this upcoming academic year. Central to that is the college's new strategic plan, brand new this year, and the 3 primary strategic goals for 2022 to 2025 are to provide flexible, personalized, and lifelong learner experiences, to empower our people to foster a high-quality, innovative, learner-driven culture, and to create an equitable, diverse, and inclusive organizational environment. And if you need me to translate any corporate speak, please give me a call after the session.
Everything you hear today will be centered around the vision for the college so that we may all leave here today feeling informed, inspired, and refreshed. After 2+ years of pivoting, okay, I'm also not going to use that. No, we're not
you're
doing
cut
it?
off.
Okay, see, only 5 minutes in here, all right. It's really, we're here together to make sure that we take the time to remember the important work that we do. It's easy to sometimes get so caught up in our routines, our day-to-day, and forget our true purpose, the mission-driven work of changing lives through education. We need to stop for a minute, take a breath, and remember that we come to work every day to serve our students. We're changing lives every day. We're impacting the world one student at a time.
An AC Vision is an opportunity for us to reconnect with our purpose and why we're all here in the first place. Understanding how our leadership is operationalizing our strategic plan, and explore the part we all play in our mission to transform the hopes and dreams of our learners into...
Anybody?
I knew you would come through with that. Thank you. Our values of caring, learning, integrity, and respect guide our day-to-day interactions with learners, partners, and colleagues. We are learner-driven with a strong focus on our people. The college exists to serve our learners, and it's our employees that play a critical role on delivering our promise to them. As Sarah said, let's take a breath and remember that's why we're here. And let's take a moment to collectively recognize just how incredible the work we do is every day and how it's important to our community and to our society. So let's give ourselves a round of applause for yourself and your colleagues.
To help us get inspired today, we have a special guest we're very excited about that's here just for our AC community. So the events team wouldn't tell me who this was. We got these blanks in the scripts and we had to guess. So Scott, who do you think it is?
Snoop Dogg, he's everywhere.
Well, Pokeroo?
Maybe.
No, actually we've got one better. Please welcome Algonquin College alumna Sam Leprade. Sam is a graduate of the Public Relations program and has made Algonquin College proud in our Ottawa community. She's the host of An Hour to Give and the Sam Leprade Show on City News, and where she speaks her passion and tells the stories of the amazing work local charities are doing in our community. Sam understands what it takes to change lives and knows we are doing the same every day with Algonquin College learners.
Thank you. Wow. I got to tell you, I walked through these doors for the very first time in 1989. Who was here? Jack Doyle, I know you were here. There's a few of you here. There you go. And I got to tell you, the way I arrived today, because I just got off the radio at 2 o'clock, the way I arrived today was they took my car right at C Building, drove it to a parking spot, and ushered me to this room. So you know what I'm thinking? If that would have happened in 1989, think of the student I would have been, right? It is a real honor and a pleasure to spend time here. I get emotional when I talk about Algonquin. Algonquin truly did change my life. And I'll take you back to 1989. I was a student at St. Pius X. Who else Pius student? Okay. Here's some whoops back there. And I went to my guidance counselor and I said, I'm really nervous. She said, why? She said, where do you want to go? She said, a lot of your friends are going to St. FX and Carleton and Ottawa U. And it was the first time I admitted to somebody that I knew university wasn't for me. And I'll say it was probably the most mature decision I had ever made. Getting a lot of pressure, right, to go to university? But I was, as somebody in the video said, somebody that was a hands-on learner. I wanted to do the stuff, right? And I knew that. So I met with my guidance counselor and she said to me, you know what program I think would suit your personality is the public relations program. I had never heard of this. I didn't even know what it meant. And that minute changed my whole life. I applied and I was so cheeky, I assumed I was going to get in. and I got my rejection letter, and I was heartbroken. And you know what I did? I called Abla Sharif. Who loves Abla Sharif in this room? This girl loves Abla Sharif. And I called Abla Sharif, and she took my call. Right, I'm going to repeat that. She took my call. Right, 900 people applying for a program, 28 people get in. And I said, Abla, this was my plan. You know, I was 18 years old. I said, this is what I want to do. She said, come on in and meet with me. And I went in and met with her, and she said, we're going to open up a spot for you. We're going to let you in. And that was the first time, I'll tell you, I get emotional. Oh my heavens. That was the very first time somebody actually believed in me academically, because I'm going to tell you right now, I was not a good student. It's probably going to surprise you all. I talked a lot. Talked a lot in school. And then there was a couple things about the boys were a bit distracting as well. But I was not a great student, right? I was not a great student. But I got in. I had grades good enough to get into Algonquin, and that was good enough for Algonquin. And you should have seen me arriving here on my very first day. I was so excited. But I didn't know that I was going to create a list of people that literally changed my life. Abla Sharif at the top of that list. Peter Larocque, Claudine Lebrun, Al Roberts, Ian Barry. Ian Barry. I still miss Ian Barry. These people changed my life. And was I the best student here? Don't tell Claude, but no, I wasn't. But people still let me. They gave me a chance. They gave me a chance to show that I could do this. And I truly, every single thing that I've done in my life, it comes back to Algonquin. Did I think I'd work for CBC Radio? No. Did I think I'd work for CBC Television? No. Did I think I'd travel the country looking for the fresh new model face of the country from Faces modeling? Did I think I would do that? No, absolutely not. I've raised millions of dollars in this city, and I'm not saying that on me. I'm saying that on you. Created somebody that raised millions of dollars in this city. That's what happened in these hallways. And we drive by these buildings and we think to ourselves, wow, you know, the campus is grown. And I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a Jack Doyle building. And when I look at the buildings, it's the people inside, right? It's the people inside that made all the difference for me. And every single day, I get on the air, I talk to literally 45 people a week. I do 8, 9 interviews a day. I can't tell you how many people come on and make some sort of reference to Algonquin College. You heard my list, you know, Abla and Peter and Claudine and Alan and Ian, and the list goes on, by the way. But 200,000 other people that have walked through these doors also have a list. And they may not be standing on a stage yelling out your name, but in their heart, you're part of their list. You're part of their list. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you being here today. I'm grateful. I'm proud. I'm such a proud Algonquin alum. I am so proud, and I'm going to tell you how proud I am. Of course, you know, fundraising is really close to my heart. I've left 2 gifts in my will. You know, my kid will be taken care of. Now, you got to keep in mind that I get married a lot, okay? So it's a bit of a problem. But so I've had a lot of wills. Didn't really think where that was going. But I've had a lot of wills, and 2 things that have always stayed there. One, Algonquin College. I've left a gift in my will to Algonquin College because I want, after I'm gone, the legacy to continue, and for Algonquin to know how much these walls mean to me, but more importantly, the people in it, okay? And I've also left a gift in my will to the Queensburg Carleton Hospital because that's where I had my beautiful daughter. So you can tell the level that Algonquin means to me, right? And always will. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. There's 200,000 people standing behind me. You just don't see them. But we're all saying thank you. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Sam. What a powerful reminder of how those small moments and those small choices we make every day have such a power to change lives. Okay, so you may have noticed the social media tag boards on the screens. We want to hear from you. Use whatever social media platform you like to use and tag Algonquin College and AC Vision at #ACVision. Okay, let's try this out. Should we do it?
Yeah, let's try this out. I always wanted to do one of those selfies where I'm on the stage and get the audience in there, so we're gonna do that. Yeah, I gotta go selfie mode. Can I get everyone over there to come squeeze in? No, okay, never mind. All right, all right, cheese, everybody. 1, 2, 3, cheese. All right, I'll get that tweeted out and get it on the board.
Okay, Scott, make sure you tag #ACVision.
Got
okay?
it, got it.
So I need you all to be inspired now. Get posting on social media about the inspiring and amazing work that you do. To help us get a little bit more inspired, let's check out this cool new video our talented marketing department created that reminds us why we do what we do.
Hi, my name is Haneta. I took the program Human Services Foundations at Algonquin College. I picked the Human Services because I found during my course of my previous profession that I did have a passion for helping people. I would feel very unfulfilled in my life if I don't help people. I cannot stand to see people who really need help not get the help that they need. I didn't want to be in a big city. I don't like the big city life, and I also don't like the really small town life as well. So I did a research and I found that Algonquin College was the only college in Ottawa offering the Human Services Foundations course, which would really help me understand what it takes to be in the human services, so I went for it. Algonquin is a really big school, but we're a very small community, and anybody can help you. Literally just walk up to the first person you see and you will get any help you're looking for in the whole school. So in as much as you might have a little bit of anxiety because you're fresh to the country or fresh to the school, it's really nothing. All you have to do is just walk up to the next person you see and say, please, I need help with whatever, and you will get any help, any and every help that the school can offer you. I am excited for what's to come next. I am excited to be in the human services profession. I am excited that I graduated from Algonquin. I am excited that I got to meet every single professor and everybody who could help me. I am excited that I made the right decision to move to Canada.
So I find often I'm that first person because if you wear a blazer around this place, the student thinks you know the answer to how to get around the college. So I can definitely resonate with that. I'm sure this learner's spoken to me before. So remembering what we do is so very important. All right, let's continue with our impressive lineup today. All here to highlight their vision for the academic year with their AC Vision Talks. What are AC Vision Talks, you may ask? Think TED Tiles, inspirational addresses, perfectly packaged so you get the best information.
No pressure. That's right, Sarah. Our leaders are coming to you live and excited to share their vision based on the college's strategic priorities. So today we'll hear from our leadership team, the Students Association, and our union presidents. So everyone ready to get started? Yeah? All right. Us as well. I have the pleasure of introducing our Algonquin College executive team, who will be the first group to inspire us today. In the order of their AC Vision Talks, the lineup is Dr. Chris Jansen, Senior Vice President, Academic, Diane McCutcheon, Vice President, Human Resources, Dwayne McNair, Vice President, Finance and Administration. On behalf of Laura Stanborough, Vice President, Student Services, we have Krista Pearson, Registrar, and Mark Savinkoff, Vice President, Advancement and Strategy, joining via Zoom. Chris is there. The stage is yours.
I've successfully navigated the first obstacle, which is the little path over there. And this is an awful lot like the first day of chemistry for me, especially this section here, that section there. We got a few brave people in the front and all the wise people in the back row, but I promise no explosions today. I'm really thrilled to be here this afternoon and have an opportunity to talk a little bit about our academic plan. Building off all the good work of the learner-driven plan, and particularly our successes with recent advances in flexibility and universal design, our new academic plan aims to create a grassroots roadmap to a strong future that is built upon shared values and vision for the future. A plan that supports college-wide strategic plan and furthers the academic aspects of the learner-driven plan. Now, I want to emphasize that using an Indigenous lens in the beginning to build this plan really set a strong foundation for what we're going to see ingrained in every aspect of the final product. A product I believe we are going to be very proud of as an Algonquin College community. If we think of each member of the college community as an arrow with individual strength and value, when we bundle them all together, we have an unbreakable culture. Before I go any further, I know some of you may be asking yourselves, so what is an academic plan and why do we need one? We're an academic institution. Isn't this essentially what we already do? Well, let me start by saying that the pressures of the COVID-19 pandemic that we all felt and really continue to feel also changed the perspectives and the needs of our prospective learners, our returning learners, future employers, and our success as a college community ultimately hinges on our ability to grow and evolve along with our learners. But who are our learners? Sure, direct entry students, apprentices, international students and immigrants, university graduates, our employees. The notion that someone will stay in one career and be well served by one post-secondary credential for their entire life is rapidly going away. Automation and other technical changes are rapidly changing the nature of work and the workplace. The challenging labor market that we're all acutely aware of is shouting from the rooftops, and we're answering their call in developing this plan. A heightened sense of commitment and a focus on upskilling, reskilling, side-skilling, and expanding experiential learning opportunities will all be part of this. And we're going to do it better than our emerging competitors. To put it plainly, business as usual is no longer our business. I'm a bit of a sports fan, so putting this in cricket terms, how are we really going to knock this plan out for a maximum? Well, we're creating supports and opportunities for our people to grow and develop. We're building an agile program portfolio designed with a lifelong learning lens. We're creating flexible learning and delivery options, inclusive of all campuses. We're going to actively engage with employers as their talent partner of choice. And we're going to focus on financial sustainability through strategic enrollment and targeted recruitment. Now, I'd be remiss in failing to mention that one of the outstanding achievements in building this plan was the opportunity to connect with all areas of the college. And this work must continue as we move forward in the development of the plan. Through our comprehensive consultation and alignment discussions, our Algonquin College community has generously provided their time and thoughtful feedback to produce a strong set of ideas that's going to create a strong bundle of arrows that I mentioned earlier. It is through this meticulous process that I see the care, I see the passion, and most importantly, I see the energy that will propel our college and our learners toward an even brighter future. I want to thank each of you for your patience and feedback as we lace together a meaningful blueprint for our academic future. Through our efforts and the many voices we hear from, I know our learners are in good hands and that our academic plan will help us be even stronger as we move ahead. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Bonjour à toutes et tous. My name is Diane McCutcheon, and I'm the Vice President of Human Resources, and it is my pleasure to welcome you as we kick off the 22-23 academic year. Woohoo! The human resources priorities for this year support the foundational elements of the 22-25 strategic plan that Scott was talking to us about. An important message from that strat plan is becoming again. And to quote from that is, the world around us has changed. The way we work, the way we connect, the way we engage. We have the opportunity to choose new ways and let go of barriers from the past. So, with this in mind, the first priority I would like to highlight is the Flexible Work Arrangement Program. Over the course of the last 2 years, we have learned from our work model pilots and the gradual return of our learners to campus. We have launched that permanent flex work arrangement program earlier this month in preparation for the fall semester. I look forward to monitoring this program as we adapt, learn, adjust, and continue to employ a continuous improvement lens to how we work and serve our learners. Thank you to all of you, the people leaders, the employees who've attended those sessions to really understand how to navigate this program. I think together we will embrace employee flexibility and support that program's mandate of learner-driven, employer-defined, and informed by employee preference. Another key area of focus will be the refresh to our diversity and inclusion blueprint and our employment equity census capability. So the 2019-22 blueprint was a 3-year plan that moved the college forward in our commitment of valuing both the dignity and the uniqueness of the individual and equity and diversity of our community. The refresh of this blueprint will continue on this journey of embracing a culture of inclusion and integrated into the people, processes, and operations of services. And just before we go to the next slide, I just want to do a quick shout out to something that happened this morning, and it was the name unveiling of our 4 diversity and inclusive murals, one at Ottawa, one in Perth, and one in Pembroke, and a digital one at our AC Online. And we unveiled the name of these murals, and it's Stronger Together. And what a powerful way to springboard into our next refresh of that plan. So finally, in January, February timeframe, you can expect to be asked to participate in an employee engagement survey. This will be a survey similar to the 2019 survey, where all employees were asked questions on the many factors that influence engagement. We learned from that 2019 survey that 81% positively viewed development and coworker relations. The aspect was reinforced in the 2021 Pulse survey that provided us a check-in on a few elements that drive engagement. Our ability to collaborate, communicate, and work together brought us together during our pandemic. And now, as we emerge from the post-pandemic, we want to understand where we are in our engagements and in our wellness. I continue to be inspired by the commitment, innovation, and creativity that I regularly see from all of you, our employees. I thank you for all that you do for Algonquin College, and I look forward to experiencing the 22-23 academic year with all of you. Thank you. Merci, Miigwech.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dwayne McNair, Vice President of Finance and Administration. And I'm excited to be sharing with you an initiative started at our Ottawa campus this year to continue our reconciliation with the Indigenous people of this land. Algonquin College campuses in Ottawa, Pembroke, and Perth are located on the traditional, unceded, unsurrendered territory of the Anishinaabe Algonquin people. The Algonquin people have inhabited and cared for these lands long before today. We take this time to show our gratitude and respect to them and to the land for all that it provides. Trees to give us shade, water, and food to sustain us, and paths to connect us. As a post-secondary institution, we embrace the responsibility to help ensure that the next generations of land stewards are respectful and grateful for all the bounty of this land on which we all live, work, play, and study. Here is a map of our Ottawa campus identifying the roadways to be renamed. You'll note the ACE building on the left or the west side and the Students Association soccer pitch on the east side of the campus. The names of the roadways have been provided by the Indigenous Education Council and prioritized based on cultural and historical significance. The intention is to complete the renaming of these roadways over the coming year as we work through the City of Ottawa processes. This image displays the interior layout of our Ottawa campus facilities, with B building on the left or the west side and our student commons on the right or the east side. And as you can see by the colored interior pathways, wayfinding names have been assigned to interior pedestrian routes, utilizing names with cultural significance and history on the lands of the Anishinaabe Algonquin people. These interior pathways have been transformed to allow for greater visual impact through art, signage, pictograms, and education opportunities. 5 murals have been created by a local Indigenous artist and installed in high traffic areas in our facilities. They are intended to encourage the education of the Indigenous history of the animal portrayed, while also enhancing our wayfinding systems. All other interior pathways are receiving wall and overhead signs with a coordinating animal pictogram. While this initiative has been started on the Ottawa campus, we are implementing similar enhancements at our Perth and Pembroke campuses. We encourage all students, employees, and visitors to our campuses to observe and reflect on these wayfinding enhancements and participate in Algonquin College's efforts for reconciliation. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm delighted to be here on behalf of Laura Stambra, who I know wishes she could be here with you. I'm Krista Pearson, Registrar, and so I thought it would be most appropriate to start the AC Vision time from Student Services, talking about what the vision for the R3 project, our Rethink, Redesign, and Reimagine project of how we will transform the work will be. As you can see from this slide, I hope, yeah, the student information system is at the heart of this R3 project, but it is much more than simply a new student information system. We are approximately halfway through our 5-year implementation project, and we have officially moved forward to the next stage of the project. Woohoo! The personalized phase. This is also known as the design and develop phase, which involves configuring the new student information system to meet the needs of Algonquin College, as well as redesigning and developing new business processes. A big effort that will require all of us. Later this year, the R3 project will announce the go-live date, so do stay tuned for that. Laura, as executive sponsor of the R3 project, would also like to take a moment, as would I as a business lead on the project, to thank you for your interest and involvement in the project and your continued efforts to bring this enormous vision to life. Other key areas of focus in student services this year are how we can continue to transform our student success programming and service delivery. As many more students, this is a good theme today, as many more students return to campus, and they are returning, we need to determine what is the best balance of in-person versus virtual service delivery based on what our learners are telling us. Right now, it's a bit of a puzzle that we're trying to solve, but we are asking our students about their preferences in various ways and learning by doing, essentially a continuous improvement practice to support our students in the way they prefer to receive service. And as we continue to have more international students join our college community, many of whom bravely travel from across the globe and come from different cultures and climates, we recognize we all play a supporting role in their learning journey. So thank you for that too. As such, Student Services will be exploring further programming and develop a long-term vision for our international learners. And last but not least, we will continue work to raise awareness of the superb mental health resources we have for students. Shout out for Student Support Services and their excellent work. This pandemic has been a difficult time for everyone, and as our learners emerge into a post-pandemic learning environment, we want to provide them with every opportunity to succeed. Thank you. Miigwech. Merci.
Good afternoon, everyone. So glad to virtually join you here this afternoon. Love to see all of the energy and the excitement in the room. My name is Mark Savinkoff, and I'm the Vice President of Advancement and Strategy. Now, in Advancement and Strategy, we focus on teamwork, bringing people together toward a common vision. We focus on engaging proud graduates, generous donors, community leaders, and industry partners, and asking them to partner with us to achieve something that none of us can do on our own. Now, building from a strong foundation, we then challenge ourselves to imagine an even brighter future, and we invite others to lean into a conversation with us and ask, how can we help? How can our alumni help? Algonquin College has over 210,000 graduates. They are serving their communities with the educations they received here, and they are building community. They're making a difference. Grads like Sam are making a difference. What a champion for AC. Thank you for your support, Sam. Last year, the college engaged over 5,000 alumni, and that number will continue to grow. And if you think of our former students, all that they have achieved, how can we meaningfully engage them to support our learners and our academic priorities? How can our donors help? How can our donor community help our current learners? What challenges might we be facing that a conversation with one of our donors might be able to resolve? The funds that we raise go directly to strengthen our programs, enhance the student experience, and support our learners. We work with individuals, corporations, and foundations, and last year secured nearly $3 million, and we're well on our way to surpassing that again this year. And our industry and community partners, how can they help? We are proud to build strategic integrated partnerships with world-class businesses and institutions, bringing synergy to our efforts and expanding the college's presence well beyond our 4 campuses and into the community. How could the partnerships that we cultivate with external organizations help you to accomplish your strategic goals this year? Now, these partnerships strengthen and prepare our learners through real-world experiential learning opportunities, provide them with access to leading-edge innovations, equipment, and facilities that might not otherwise be available, and connect them to a network of opportunities to achieve their career dreams and lifelong success. And when we speak of imagining a brighter future and the power of partnerships, I also want to acknowledge our continued commitment to truth, reconciliation, and Indigenizations through partnerships. Through the facilitation of powerful conversations with both internal and external stakeholders, we seek to acknowledge, to understand, and to learn. The transmission of Indigenous knowledge is important, as are the external partnerships we have with our DARE 6 industry partners for exactly this reason. And we acknowledge the good work being done with our 8 Indigenous community partners around the country through helping Indigenous youth obtain trades training while attending school. In advancement and strategy, our energy comes from imagining what is possible, building integrated and collaborative strategies to get us there, and celebrating the impact with all of you, our AC community. We look forward to working with you all. Thank you.
Well, that was a lot of powerful vision, and now it's going to come to all of us to really build the momentum and bring that to life this year. So I think that's an exciting and powerful opportunity that we have. Thank you all for the consideration you took in presenting your priorities around the strategic plan. We get to be part of this.
You nailed it, Sarah. That's the next line. I knew it. Somebody's got to make a mistake. I'll take that. Big first round, that's what AC Vision is about, not me forgetting my line. Reconnecting with our purpose and why we're all here. It's so important to remember and recognize the work we do. Every day, we're transforming hopes and dreams into what? Get louder next time. Come on, guys. In very direct ways.
Exactly. Okay, I've seen only a little bit of action on the social boards, so get in there. Let's get some shout outs. We've heard lots of inspired ideas. How do you feel about those? What is your inspiring idea? Tag us on social using hashtag ACVision. So let's take another collective breath. We want to remind everyone again of the work we do and the lives we are changing. This past June was Algonquin's spring convocation, and we were thrilled to see the graduates in person again from 2020, 2021, 2022. It was a celebration and a great reminder of why we do what we do. Also, the college's new TikTok account put out some amazing content of all our grads, and it just absolutely makes you smile. So let's check it out, take a look.
How do I feel? Do I have time to prepare an answer?
I'm so excited. I worked really hard to be here and I put a lot of effort into being here, so I'm really happy.
After 2 years of online, finally we got to be in person with all the graduates.
It feels incredible to be graduating, weight lifted off my shoulders.
I have learned a lot of things from here, so I will miss this college.
I mean, graduating feels so surreal.
I'm super excited, a little nervous, but I'm very proud.
Oh my goodness, I am feeling so many things. I'm feeling excited, I'm feeling anxious in both a good and bad way. I'm super duper excited. Good, it's nice to be done.
The one word I would use is adapting.
Excellent. Motivating. Productive. Perseverant.
One word, amazing.
I would say it's been a dynamic experience.
Fascinating.
Oh my goodness, unforgettable for sure.
Eye-opening. Great.
Amazing.
Wow, big smiles all around. Excellent job. If you want to look at your impact, I encourage you to attend a convocation ceremony. Right there, it energizes you for the rest of the year. Shout out to Chris Gill and Scott Kramer and Jennifer Thompson from the marketing department, a great example of Algonquin College's collaborative spirit.
All right, we ready for the next round here?
Yep.
I am pleased to introduce AC Vision talks from Christine Kelsey, President, Support Staff, OPSU 416, Annette Boozy, President, Academic Union, OPSU 415, and Bolu Olatunda, the New Students Association President. Christine is joining us via Zoom today. Where would we be without Zoom, right? Ideally, Christine, over to you, if technology.
Thanks, Sarah. Hello, everyone. It is so great to be here with you today. And I hope everyone had a great summer and that startup is going well for everyone. For those who don't know me, I'm Christine Kelsey, and I am president of the Support Staff Union Local, representing all full-time and part-time support staff at every Algonquin College campus and employment center. And I'm coming to you today from the center of the universe, also known as Toronto, because I am one of a 7-member bargaining team for full-time support staff. And I'm just going to outline a few of the local priorities for this year coming up. One of our priorities this year, of course, so the first priority and currently my biggest priority is to get a fair contract for the full-time support staff. Bargaining this round is focused on dignity, fairness, and respect. And the bargaining team is working hard right now to get the best possible contract. And I've actually just stepped away from the bargaining table, so I have to get back there right after I finish here. Another area that our local will be focused on this year is workload management. People have been coming to the local and talking to us about having too much work on their plates, and they were doing this before the pandemic. And the problem, I feel, has gotten worse for many staff due to the pandemic. People are not being replaced while they're on vacation. Their work is piling up while they are gone. Positions are either slow to be filled or they're being left empty, and it's taking months and sometimes longer to fill important positions. This is causing, like not backfilling positions and not filling positions is putting a strain on the remaining staff in the departments. So you cannot be expected to do a job that takes 100% of your time and also take on the work of other positions in your department. So this is going to be an area that we're going to be focused on this year for sure. And we started some of that work last year, working with the budget officers in some of the departments, and we'll be continuing that work. Another important priority we are hearing from support staff about is career development. People are frustrated because they're struggling to find a path to positions that they want at the college. And some people feel hiring practices are unfairly disqualifying them for positions that they can do. There are longtime staff members who are expressing that they need to leave the college to get qualifications that they need for higher pay band jobs. And the college so far has not been offering enough help and support to help people attain their career goals. So this is another area we're focusing on. If you have questions or feedback for our local, please reach out to us. You can reach us at extension 7645. You can also email us at local@opseu416.ca, or you can come and see us because our office is down in T124. So you're welcome to pop in and see us. And I hope to see you all on every campus or virtually soon. And I hope that the next school year goes great for everyone. And I'm really jealous that I can't be there on campus with all of you right now.
Hi, everyone. My name's Annette Boozy, and I'm the president of OPSU Local 415. And together with our strong and talented union leadership team, we proudly represent the diverse voices of roughly 900 full-time and partial load counselors, librarians, instructors, and professors here at Algonquin. Like many, fall is my absolute favorite time of the academic year. As we welcome new and returning students back to classes, there's this really special and vibrant energy across all of our campuses. It's a time of renewal and a time of new beginnings. And after the challenges and the losses that we've all experienced over the last few years, starting afresh feels particularly good. As we cautiously step into this new phase of work on campus, Local 415's role is to be a steadfast guardian of faculty rights, holding our college to account on all aspects of the work that we do so that we, in turn, can give our very best to our students. Guided by our union pillars of education, advocacy, and activism, as a priority this year, we will push the college to action health and safety concerns in our classrooms, in our labs, and across the college community, rather than waiting for the next wave of COVID. Because at this stage of the pandemic, what we all know for sure is that when we're talking about health and safety, caution makes sense. Second, as we embrace new technologies in our learning environments and new forms of teaching and learning, it means getting the appropriate time and the resources that we all need to do this work well. We expect the same investment in multimodal infrastructure in training faculty and recognizing what the academic research tells us. Teaching in a multimodal environment takes more time. Third, as educators ourselves, we have always prioritized educations for our members. So as we all know, faculty across the province, we're working under imposed terms and conditions as our collective bargaining agreement has gone to binding arbitration. So whenever we get this new collective agreement, you can expect education from the local around what these changes mean and how they'll impact the way that we work. You can also expect continued educationals from us on decoding the SWIFT, for partial load members, some training there, and for coordinators, understanding your rights and responsibilities. So always guided by reconciliation and equity and placing that at the center of all of the work that we do, you can continue to count on the same strong advocacy from Local 415 for all of our members and for our collective. Finally, please join us next week at our general membership meeting where you'll get to hear updates from me and from the rest of our executive team, and you'll also get to vote on matters that are important to all of us because your voice matters. On behalf of our team, we wish you an excellent start to this academic year, and we thank you for your continued trust.
Good afternoon, Algonquin College. My name is Amanda, and I'm the events programmer for the Algonquin Students Association. I'm thrilled to join you today to share what we've been up to since we last gathered and share a few spoilers for the fall term. Since 1970, the SA has made it our mission to create an environment that inspires a passion for student success. We do this in so many ways, and you'll hear more about our plans for the year after this video. In the last 2 years, we've broken ground, constructed, and opened the first student-owned facility at Algonquin College, the Jack Doyle Athletics and Recreation Center. Have you purchased a staff membership yet? It's no surprise that this state-of-the-art facility is the new place to be on a break or after a long day of classes. This spring, our Algonquin Wolves varsity basketball and volleyball teams returned to the court and absolutely made us proud with many wins. This fall, we'll see the return of varsity soccer and rugby. Be sure to stop by a home game and cheer on your Algonquin Wolves. We've also been able to partner with other colleges and student unions across the country to ensure a vibrant student experience where students can stay engaged even while we're all at home. We've had virtual events like a Q&A with Hot Ones YouTuber Sean Evans, a Pride Week conversation with actor and Schitt's Creek creator Dan Levy, Bell Let's Talk Day with Serena Ryder, a discussion with Marvel's Simu Liu, and a candid, vulnerable mental health conversation with SNL alumnus, Mr. Kim Kardashian himself, Pete Davidson. Now, I promise some spoilers of what our students can expect this fall. In September, Perth and Pembroke will have concerts with the Rivertown Saints and Jason Blaine. The Algonquin Commons Theater is ready to wow audiences again with Alyssa Edwards, Me First and the Gimme Gimmes, Menopause the Musical, Tyler Shaw, and Kevin Smith. And the SA has so much more to come, including the return of the AC Day One Carnival on September 6th. That's enough for me. Now it's time to hear what SA leadership has in store for the upcoming academic year. Please join me in welcoming to the stage SA President Bolu Olutunda.
Thank you, Amanda. As Amanda said, my name is Bolu Olutunda, and I'm honored to serve as the president of the Algonquin Students Association this year. 5 other students join me on the board, and together, we continually connect with students to learn about what is impacting their success. From these conversations, we've created priorities for the academic year. In the coming year, we'll work to increase support for international students, increase the quality housing options in Pembroke and Perth, enhance the knowledge of mental health services to students, improve the academic calendar from the student's perspective, reinvigorate student life, expand the mandate and effectiveness of the classroom system, and extend the benefits of the UPass. I wish I had time to expand on all of these. Instead, I'll invite you to our website for more details. However, I'm happy to share why increased support for international students is at the top of our list. First, when I sat down to prepare this, I was reminded of a quote from Kendra Greenidge, Senior Manager of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion at Kennedy & Company Education Strategies. Kendra says, at some institutions, the push for diversity, equity, and inclusion is led by a grassroots movement of students and faculty. At other institutions, it's led from top down by administration. But what's universal today, however, is that diversity, equity, and inclusion is increasingly acknowledged as mission critical by everyone in higher education. This goal inspires us, and our priorities reflect these ideas. Diversity, equity, inclusion. I encourage everyone to attach these 3 words and do what you can every day to make them the most significant part of our campus culture. International students enrich our campus community and the entire student experience in so many ways. Still, there are needs specific to international students demanding our attention and action. They deserve to be accepted and celebrated on all campuses. This might be unknown to many, but international students experience education, campus services, and the world around them differently than their domestic peers. How we move forward with our international student body is crucial for the success of students like myself and Algonquin College. Let's learn from students and give them an experience they won't learn anywhere else. The SA will continue to talk to as many students as possible this year. We look forward to sharing these discoveries with Algonquin College and can't wait to see the much needed change that come when we listen to students. We will all do things this year that cause us to grow, learn, and find new ways to take care of one another. There will be many important conversations, but it did not have to be difficult. I'm very confident that our work this year will only strengthen our long-standing partnership. Speaking of strong partnership, please allow me to introduce Algonquin College President and CEO, Claude Brulé.
Well done, Bolu. Thank you. Thank you so much, Bolu, for your kind words and for a great introduction to the SA's priorities for this year. Wow, where to start? You've heard a lot, and I know, Ahmed, you're wondering, okay, where am I in the script? Give me 2 seconds, I want to go ad-lib for a sec. I know, and Tracy's going, oh my God, what's he gonna say? It's just so wonderful to see so many of you in person at this event, and it's heartwarming to hear all the priorities that have been explained and presented to you. And I just wanted to just say a few words here as we start. Anyway, thank you very much, Ahmed, for putting up with me here and wondering where I'm going. So big welcome. Good afternoon, everyone. Bonjour à tous et à tous. It's a real pleasure to welcome so many of you and to welcome our online audience as well. I want a special welcome as well to Darren Terrell, Darren over here, from the Office of Ottawa West Nepean Member of Parliament, Provincial Parliament, Chandra Pasmas. Welcome to you, Darren. We also have a number of Algonquin College Board of Governor members here with us today, and thank you very much for being here today this afternoon. And also we have a number of Students Association Board of Directors here this afternoon. Thank you very much for being here as well. Thank you, yes. I'd like to give a big shout out to our guest speaker, Sam Laprade. Sam, thank you very much for what you've presented this afternoon from the heart, my goodness. And you're so funny, I didn't realize how funny you were. It's awesome. Sam continues to be such a great alumni of the college, such a great ambassador for the college. We're grateful and thankful, Sam, to have your support for our learners, our institution, and frankly, our community. So thank you. So if you are on social media, I am a bit, not a lot, but I am on Twitter, and Sam is on Twitter as well. And this summer, she happened to do a great trip with her daughter through Europe. And I didn't go anywhere, so I live vicariously through her trip to Europe, and it sounded like it a fantastic time. So well done, and thank you for sharing those moments. Finally, I'd like to thank my colleagues on the executive, as well as the presidents of Local 415, Local 416, and our president of our Students Association for sharing their priorities for the coming year. All very well put together, very inspiring. And as we look to our college calendar and consider the many opportunities that present themselves this year, I know that we will explore them with a renewed sense of purpose and optimism. And speaking of optimism, I have to say this, we're celebrating, Algonquin College is celebrating its 55th birthday. So we came into being in '67, it's September 2022, we're turning 55 years old. So happy birthday, Algonquin College. What an amazing milestone, to think about those early beginnings and where we are today. It really marks an enduring legacy of excellence at this college. We talked a bit about summer. Many of you were able to take the opportunity to have a break, reconnect with family, take a trip somewhere for the first time in the last 2 years perhaps, and also recharge and rest. So I want to thank the many employees that I've engaged with during our impromptu chats in the hallways. Some of you have shared some of your fun moments from the summer, sometimes some poignant moments that you've experienced over the last 2 months. So thank you. I also want to thank people who were here all summer to continue to maintain the operations of the college and also prepare for our fall term. Thank you very much for your hard work to prepare. Thank you. And now we turn our mind to our new academic year. And my talk is going to be basically encapsulating a little bit of what you've heard here this afternoon. There's an old saying, if you're a teacher and with your students, is tell them what you're going to tell them, and then tell them what you told them. So we're in the tell them what you told them phase of our afternoon. So we're launching our new academic year. We're ready to continue to fulfill our mission. I know you've heard it before, but this is something that I ask everyone when I go to orientation to our new employees. And I send it out as a challenge to everyone to say to learn, to memorize our mission. Not to treat people in any particular special way, but to really create that alignment along every parts of the college, right? So that we all know that we're helping students transform their hopes and dreams into lifelong success. So that's really what it is. It's to create that alignment for everyone, that we know that irrespective of what we do at the college, the station we occupy, there's always something we can do for every learner so they can eventually walk across the convocation stage. And so that's why we say the mission is important to us at the college. And we want to do this for every learner, and we want to set them upon a path for great college experience while they're with us and a bright career future. So this afternoon, for the first time, as you've heard, since 2019, we're celebrating AC Vision together in person in our wonderful, vibrant campuses, whether it's here in Ottawa, Perth, Pembroke, or AC Online. And I know that many of you, like me, have felt the energy of coming back together again in our hallways, our classroom, our shared spaces, the incredible feelings from this amazing convocation ceremony. You saw some of the TikTok little social media snippets earlier. That continues to resonate with me, brings a smile to my face. That's what really energizes us. I know Scott mentioned this. If you really want to be energized, go and participate in a convocation ceremony. That's what it's all about. So looking for the year ahead, there are many opportunities for us to celebrate together. It's going to be wonderful to feel that true sense of community again, to experience everything that the college has to offer. So as we prepare for this new academic year, especially after 2 extraordinary years that we've been through, I feel in some way that we've just awakened from a big sleep. You know, a term that often our Indigenous cultures use to describe the transition from winter to spring, where we can start to really do things that we've yearned to do for a long time. Things like face-to-face learning, in-person events, or have a quick all-way conversation with a colleague. So as we increase our on-campus presence, let me assure you, to the point that was made earlier, that we will maintain our public health vigilance and monitor trends and continue to put the health and safety of our employees and learners first. We also know there are many things that have changed and will continue to change at the college. And you've heard some of them already during the priorities that were presented. Things like our flexible work policy, our R3 project that were mentioned earlier, which will introduce change to how we work, how we study, how we connect with one another and around the world. Now, we've prepared ourselves well for challenges that lay ahead by producing our own new plan that Scott referred to, our 22 to 25 strategic plan with a fitting title of Becoming Again. It highlights the value we place in our people, the recognition that the talent, the creativity, innovation, and dedication of our employees is truly what drives our success as an institution. So it's no surprise that we place strong emphasis on supporting our employees and underscores our commitment to an environment where we can attract top talent in what I will say is an increasingly competitive labor market these days. And at the core of this commitment to fostering a culture of equity, diversity, and inclusion, and that's done through our policies, our unwavering efforts to support truth, reconciliation, and indigenization, and making certain that our programs, processes, and opportunities are fair, and they lead to Algonquin College being accessible and welcoming environment for all learners and employees. And as Diane mentioned, it bears repeating, it was a wonderful event this morning. We celebrated the official dedication unveiling of our new Stronger Together murals on our campuses. These murals represents the college's dynamic, vibrant, and compelling vision for inclusion, diversity, and creating a sense of belonging for everyone. So please be sure to take the time to check them out at all of our campuses, and including our AC Online. And as part of our ongoing commitment to employee engagement, this year we're also celebrating another anniversary. It's the 20th anniversary of Kaleidoscope Conference. Imagine that already. So make sure you save the date. That's going to be on October 20th. I think that's during the term break week. So mark your calendar for this professional development workshop, and there'll be more details coming up soon. These are ongoing commitments to excellence like these that make Algonquin College the first choice institution for so many. Every learner who experiences campus either in person or virtually through our many online options have the potential to change lives for the better. And you've seen this in our marketing taglines. You see this reflected in what our grads have to say. You know, these changes benefit the students, the learners, the grads, they benefit our community, and yes, they have the opportunity to change the world as well. And I'll give you a couple of examples. I was so pleased recently to be able to send congratulatory notes to Algonquin alumni Eli Fetty. I don't know if you know him. He's a serial entrepreneur in Ottawa, high-tech leader in AI. And another person whose name you'll remember, Michelle Valberg, world-renowned photographer and advocate for the Canadian North. Both of them alumni of the college. Both of them have been appointed as member of the Order of Canada. Isn't that fantastic? Their accomplishments to improve society had their root in part in the knowledge and skills that they acquired during their time with us. And importantly, the support and caring that you provided along the way. So yes, Algonquin College really does help change our world for the better. And we will continue to do this important work together with special attention to innovation and commitment to quality to enhance the student experience. By advancing our learner-driven strategy through initiatives aimed at increasing flexibility and personalization to the points that our Vice President Academic Chris Jensen said earlier, we will help lead the post-secondary sector in exciting directions. We'll attract new learners. We'll inspire new stakeholders and partners, and we will ensure that the college thrives sustainably well into the future. As our campuses begin to buzz again with excitement, and as we look forward to opportunities that are there for us to seize, let me close by offering my sincere thanks to each and every one of you for your past contributions and for your continued hard work and dedication to make Algonquin College the outstanding place it is to learn, to grow, and to work. Miigwech, merci, thank you.
Thank you, President Brule. Thanks to all the presidents that were able to share their visions with us this afternoon. Let's give them all another round of applause. I am proud to be an Algonquin College employee, and all these AC Vision talks today exemplify why. Our strategic plan is focused on creating learner-driven experiences by empowering our people and being equitable, diverse, and inclusive. Totally biased, but this is a strategy I can get behind. We've been reminded that every day in the work we do, in the relationships we make, in the lives we change, no matter your role, we are helping shape the future one student at a time. That feels pretty good. We're creating an inclusive community that I am so proud to be a part of. And on that note, please don't forget to join the Algonquin College community at this year's Pride Parade this Sunday in downtown Ottawa. And if you can't make it in person, please send us some love online on Twitter.
Excellent. Awesome. I actually just realized we just had a meeting where no one had to say the dreaded words, "You're on mute." So that's fantastic. But before we get back to socializing in person, don't forget to continue to tag AC Vision on social media. I love to see the posts going up. It's been so great to see everyone. What a great opportunity to reconnect and recognize the work we are all doing. We close by thanking all the generations of Anishinaabe Algonquin people who have and continue to care for this land. Algonquin College recognizes and appreciates their historic connection to this place. We also value the contributions of Inuit, Métis, and other Indigenous peoples have made in shaping and strengthening this community. And in my opinion, from having the name Algonquin College, we have an elevated responsibility to those who have come before us, and we must remember this in our ways and in our actions.
Last big thank yous go out to Element FM, our guest speaker, Sam Leprade, and all our AC Vision Talk presenters. Thank you again. Can't forget the amazing work that the facilities management team, the ITS team, marketing department, communications and events, food services, and OSC. Thank you all. It's a team effort as always. Now, with one last reminder of why we do what we do, we're going to end with an AC Day 1 video. We've got over 10,000 new students starting September 6th, and we want to share what we can expect. You can go onto the AC orientation page for more info. Roll the clip.
Amazing. As someone new to the college, I can't wait to experience the energy on campus with inviting everyone back. What a memorable time we've had with you this afternoon. Thank you for joining.
Enjoy the 2022-2023 academic year. That's a wrap.